So recently there was a new Sonic Frontiers trailer that was dropped, and in the trailer they showed off Supersonic. And as I do believe that this has kind of been a discourse for a little while, this trailer definitely fired back up these conversations about there potentially being a new form or a stronger form in Sonic Frontiers. So I kind of want to talk about how and why there could be a new form in this game, because how they showed off Supersonic it wasn't as grand as Supersonic has been in the past. So first of all, Supersonic was revealed early on. I guess in the grand scheme of things, this is pretty late into the marketing portion of the game's lifespan, but it's still kind of weird how they're showing off Supersonic in a trailer when Supersonic usually isn't shown off until you actually get to that part within the game. And there's usually a huge build up towards Supersonic, and it's kind of like a climax when you get to the final boss and you actually fight using Supersonic. I also want to point out how you turn Supersonic in the first island. I don't pay attention to leaks and stuff like that, so I don't know if you're able to collect all the Chaos Emerald in the first island, but I feel like there's a potential chance that you collect the emeralds in one island and then they split up, and then once you go to the next island you can collect all of them again, and then you have to beat a boss or a titan on each island, and you need Supersonic to do it. So them showing Supersonic off, especially Supersonic, when they showed it off, it didn't really seem that grand of a transformation. It seems like something that you just do. It doesn't really seem like super grand. It just seems like it's reoccurring. You'd have to do this, and then it's just a short little animation and going right into the gameplay. And I want to consider the fact that if this is true, that you collect all the emeralds on the first island, and each island you have to collect all of them to destroy a big titan. The fact that you already have to do that for the first island goes to show how strong these titans are. It really wouldn't make much sense, and it would kind of feel anticlimactic for there to be a titan just the same strength as the rest of the titans in the other islands for the final titan. I feel like the final titan is going to be some way stronger opponent, so I feel like Supersonic won't be enough to compete with this, whatever the final titan or wherever the final boss is in this game. Obviously I could definitely be wrong on that, because you know, you never know, maybe it is Supersonic, but I do feel like it would be pretty anticlimactic for how grand the game seemed to be. I feel like doing all that work just for another Supersonic boss fight, and for it to be pretty similar to the rest of the Supersonic boss fights on all the other islands, I feel like that would be pretty anticlimactic, and it wouldn't do the game that much justice. And if Supersonic truly ends up being used on every island, I feel like the final boss has to be something more, has to be something stronger, more grand. It has to be a new form to surprise us, because them just showing off Supersonic like they did in that trailer just seems so like nonchalant, and it wasn't that grand or anything. It was just like, oh, this is normal. You know, I feel like there has to be something a little bit more grand at the end of this game. So I remember making a video back when Sonic Forces, the hype days of Sonic Forces, when everybody was speculating the game before it was coming out, around this time about 5 years ago. But I made a video talking about how Hypersonic can be in Sonic Forces, but for Sonic Frontiers, there's definitely a slight case for Hypersonic to be in this game, because Hypersonic, obviously, as we know, is a stronger form than Supersonic. It's already an established form in the series. I'm pretty sure Iizuka said himself that Hypersonic does exist in the canon, but I feel like Hypersonic is technically a possibility. I doubt it, because it seems like Sega's pretty dead set on them moving away from Hypersonic, just keeping in the past. Even if Hypersonic isn't in this game, it's definitely a reference to what I'm kind of alluding to when I'm saying a new form, because I feel like a cool storyline would be Sonic uses the emeralds for the whole game, and when he gets to this final boss, he will start out as Supersonic, thinking that he will be strong enough in the super form to take down this final boss, but then he later realizes that Supersonic isn't enough to beat this final boss, so he needs to go to a new level. And I don't know exactly how that will work. I don't know how he will get to that new level, but he will find a way to get to that new level, and once he reaches that new level, he will turn to this new form, and he uses this new form to defeat the final boss. I feel like that would be a pretty cool storyline, and it will be a surprise to a lot of people, because people aren't expecting there to be a new form. It's been a little bit more over the decade since we got a new form in the Sonic game, from what I believe since Sonic in the Black Knight or Sonic in the Secret Rings, those games. So it's going to come as a surprise to see a new form, and I really think that will boost this game. And I know in the past, people on Sonic Team here and there have been saying that they haven't really been wanting Sonic to feel like Dragon Ball, but I feel like the best way to differentiate Sonic from Dragon Ball is making forms that are unique to Sonic. Of course, Super Sonic looks like Super Saiyan, so make a new form that doesn't look like any Dragon Ball form, and then boom, you have yourself a unique Sonic form. Forms could look like anything. They don't have to look like a Super Saiyan. They can look like anything. I don't feel like taking out forms entirely is the answer. Adding more super forms, adding more levels to Sonic's power makes the series a lot more interesting, and it deepens the lore. But I want to hear what y'all think. Should there be a new super form in this game? And if you're interested in my reaction to the Supersonic trailer, it's right here.